Hello, you are watching Matchday Live. Now, we are not in the Talk studio today. The TalkTalk Matchday show has moved to Barrow as they've allowed us to do our show here. We face Barrow in the Sky Bet League 2 fixture. Excited for the game. Hopefully it'll be a good one here, familiar territory. And I've got a special guest with me. I've got a club commentator, Salford City media extraordinaire, Will Moorcroft. How are you doing?
Bit chilly. Yeah. It's just a little bit. Glad the snow stayed over there. Can't quite see.
Yeah, I have to say I'm pretty happy that the sun's shining here today. Hopefully the sun's shining for Salford.
Yeah, hopefully it's the start of a brighter run on the road. Obviously it's not been great recently. Wednesday away at Carlisle, the first half wasn't amazing. The loss of Ian Henderson was a very difficult one to take, but I think the positive you can take from it, apart from Deshaun's goal, is that we played a lot better in the second half, and hopefully we can take this into a Barrow team who are probably struggling just as much, if not more.
Hopefully it'll be a good result today. Now, the lineup is on your screens right now. We'll run through it with you now as well. We have got Václav Hladky, Ibu Torre, Jason Lowe, Ash Eastham, Tom Clark, Ash Hunter, Bruno Andrade, Deshaun Bernard, that goal scorer from the last game, Luke Burgess, Alex Denny and Ian Henderson. So are you excited by that lineup?
Yeah, no surprises. Glad to see it go back to Alex Denny alongside Jason Lowe. I thought against Bradford those two were phenomenal in the middle. Alex is really going to learn a lot off Lowe. Big that Hendo's fit as well. Obviously went off with a split lip. Apparently it was hanging off. So that's why he never came back on.
Sorry if anyone's having a lunch at home.
Yeah, no, I think with what we've got, that is our strongest lineup. I don't want to jump the gun, but it's great to see Richie Towell back on the bench. He's been such a big loss for us, not being that creative spark in the middle. So hopefully it's not too soon. But if you can get 20 minutes towards the end of the game, then I think we can look forward to what's to come in the next few weeks.
That is the big news today. So if you haven't seen it, so Richie Towell is on the bench. I know that quite a few of you supporters in the supporters group have been saying, when is Richie Towell going to be back? And he's been great in training recently. Hopefully today he'll manage to get a look in and come on.
Yeah, when you bring players back from injury, it's got to be a very managed process. You don't want to bring him back too early. Don't want to aggravate any injuries. I think he fractured his fibula, so it's a very delicate one, but they obviously feel that he can start to get his match fitness in again. He's not going to be able to get through 90 minutes from the off, but 20 minutes here, maybe 20 minutes, half an hour on Tuesday. He could be looking at a start in the next couple of weeks when we've got Cheltenham and or Newport, so it's the start of an important sign for him, but Salford can really look forward to having him back. And Luke Burgess has filled that hole, Bruno Andrade's been in there, so he will get back in. But if those players are also playing well, it's just going to add to what's hopefully going to be a good winter period for us.
Definitely. There's nothing better than a competitive squad internally, because you're going to get the best out of all the players.
Yeah, and I think all the lads out there are fighting for a place. Richie Wellings has alluded to it as well. Everybody's had a chance since he's came in, and it's probably only Tom Elliott, who's also on the bench, who hasn't had a thorough look in. But again, I don't think he's been 100% fit, so there is that competitive element there, and with Richie, hopefully Willow could be back in a couple of weeks. We'll really see that competitiveness continue and build.
Definitely, I agree with that. Now, it is familiar territory with Barrow. Obviously, we're facing before. Do you think it's kind of a benefit to us that we know this competitive side?
I'd say it's a very different Barrow to who we played in 2018-19. Ian Evatt was starting his project off then, bringing in the players he needed. Last year, they're known as Barrow Salona, apparently going on their way to winning the National League title. So we know they'll play good stuff. Obviously, Evatt left to go to Bolton. They've now got David Dunn in charge. It's been a struggle for them. They've not won in 7. They've only got 2 league wins this season. So it's not quite working for them yet. But similarly to us, they've had players out injured. Lewis Hardcastle, former Army, he's not involved today. He's been out for a few weeks with an injury. And he's really their engine in the middle. So be interesting to see how they go. They've made a few changes.
It definitely will be interesting. Now, as we said, we have faced Barrow before. If you want something a little bit familiar, take a look at the past goals we have had against them.
Green with the shot. Oh! Brilliant! That's why they signed it. A stunner from Matt Green. His first goal for Salford City.
Oh, what a strike this is from Matt Green. Such a good opportunities with the firepower that Salford certainly possess. And it's a quick touch and it's a quick shot that really leaves Joel Dixon without any chance of getting across the goal. And with the wind behind you, that is going to fly into the top corner. That's a wonderful goal from the Salford striker.
Can Salford hit back for a second time? Green competing for it in the box. It drops to Nolan and Rooney's there, and there could be a chance for Torre! They've hit back immediately! Salford on terms again! It's Ibu Torre with his first goal since April 2016! What a reaction from the 10 men! They're stunned at Holker Street.
Well, what a game of football this is turning out to be. Just a hopeful ball into the middle. Green just keeps it alive. Noble's there, and it comes to Torre. Great first touch. And it's another emphatic strike again. Goalie stands no chance. They go long, they keep those second balls alive. It's a great first touch from him. That sets up the strike brilliantly.
So those are the impressive goals that were scored last time we were here. Hopefully we'll get some more. Ibu Torre, one of them as well. Do you reckon he could be on the score sheet today?
Well, he scored his first ever Salford goal here, and he's not scored yet this season, so...
If there was any time to do it, it'd be now.
Yeah, and he's had chances, you know, his crosses on Wednesday night, 1 for the goal and 2 for the disallowed goal. They're the Ibu that we know. I don't think he's fully settled back into this new formation yet, but hopefully he'll get a chance to get forward. You know, Barrow, we believe they're playing a 4-4-2 today, which should let Ibu get forward, maybe Clarkey on the right, so hopefully we'll see quite a bit out of him.
Should be exciting to see. Now, there's a little bit change to the lineup, although we put it out there that George Boyd is on the bench. We're hearing that he's not on the bench now.
Yeah, not entirely sure what's happened. Barrow have only named 6 subs, so I don't know whether it's in response to that. I mean, Boydie's out there warming up.
Yeah.
So that's one of them. I don't know. But other than that, on the bench, you know, Tom down there, Tom Elliott, that is, Richie back on. It's a good-looking bench. You know, Richie's now got options, and it's something that he's mentioned about maybe more off-camera than in previews, but is the squad availability he's got.
Definitely. Now, Richie Wellens, our new manager, is very vocal about how he wants the team to play, how giving players a chance and stuff. In his preview this week, he was talking about what's good enough for him, and he's really going to look out for those kind of players today. Yeah,
his primary objective is to, you know, make the players understand that they have got the potential to play better. We've seen it in flashes. You know, Bradford, fantastic. The second half against Morecambe was good. Rochdale and against Hartlepool in the first half, we were brilliant. Now, Richie coming in partway through the season, he's not had his pre-season to get that work into the players, the fitness and everything. So with a hectic schedule, it's going to be difficult. I think he's going to have to adapt to that as much as the players have to adapt to his style, with games coming so thick and fast. But you know, they certainly have got the ability to play the way that Richie wants, and I think more than anything he just wants them to understand that.
Definitely. Now, if you want to watch the game today, go to live.salfordcityfc.co.uk to purchase your match pass on there. Make sure you support the club. It is £10 for UK viewers, £7 for international viewers. Those prices are set by the EFL. Make sure you watch it. You will have full commentary and replays on there as well. And as I said, you'll be supporting the club, and that's really what matters. So, as well as that, we've heard from what we think about Richie, his preview. If you missed his preview, this is what he said about today's game.
Right, okay, so Richie, Saturday quickly back into action against Barrow. Is it good that these games are coming fast and the players aren't left too long to dwell on previous results?
I think so, especially after the first half performance, which again, it wasn't it wasn't good enough, if I'm being honest. To win a League Two game, you need to be committed and you need to close people down and get in people's faces and stop the playing. And we didn't do that. Unfortunately for us, we have got a game in 48 hours, which means we can react to that and put it to bed and get a good performance.
And obviously, Barrow, it's not going to be another game that anyone can look at and think it's a given win. It's going to be tough. It's going to be another hostile one going back up to Cumbria. So is that on your mind?
No, any single game in this league, if you don't do the basics right, then you will struggle. We only have to see that the other night. We didn't do the basics right at Carlisle and we lose the game. And then you look at the results. Mansfield, who were second or third from bottom, beat Cambridge, who could have gone second in the division. So that's the nature of what it is. We need to make sure that we just concentrate on us. We can only affect what we can do. And I think the players have it in the locker to really up the game. And we'll be looking to do that Saturday.
How much are you learning about the squad as we go from game to game?
Yeah, I'm learning all the time, and obviously I want to make sure that I give everyone opportunity to show me what they can do. I think there's only now really Tom Elliott that hasn't had a start that can say that he hasn't really had a true opportunity. So again, it's about me giving everyone a chance, and then I'm making a decision on who we can take forward and who we can't.
And as for Barrow, came up from the National League last season. What are you expecting from them?
Committed, good footballing team. I know David done really well. I played against Dunny a lot of times, and I've worked for him when he was a manager. So they play some good football. Obviously, they're trying to, whenever you play a promotion team, they try and use that momentum to then move forward and go again. So it'll be a difficult game. Like I say, we want to concentrate on us. And we want to make sure that we're really, really at it. And we're going to need to be against a decent team.
So that is what Richie Wellens, the manager, said about today's game. Now, I want to find out what your score predictions are, so I'll read them out very, very shortly. But I also want you to get into the live comments right now. Let me know which Salford player is going to score for us today. Let me know, and we will definitely read you at half-time, especially if you're one of our winners today. But I've got some of you on the YouTube stream right now talking to me about what you think of the game. Lennon Standish, thank you for tuning in. He says it's going to be 4-0 to the Ammies. I mean, that's definitely what we'd need, isn't it?
It's a sort of optimism that I like. Sort of optimism. I mean, Barrow, it's a weird one. I don't know how many people have read the preview, but in their 8 home games, they've gone ahead in 7 of them, and yet they've only won 1. They've drawn 6 and lost. So it's such a difficult one to predict. I think we've got to go with a bit of optimism.
Well, we definitely will. So, Lennon, thank you for that score prediction. I mean, 4-0, I'm liking it. I can deal with that. I think Václav Hladký would absolutely adore a clean sheet as well. So we've also got Ryan LeBrun, who says 2-0 to Salford. Sandini, thank you for tuning in. He says, come on the Ammies, let's go. And then Dave Farrar has come with a wonderful Christmas chant here, very creative. He's put jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to see Salford win away. I like that one. That's very creative. Very much is. I mean, I just can't wait till fans are back. Can you? So we can hear those Christmas chants?
No, it's going to be great to welcome people back in. Obviously this week, Barrow, as you can see, have got people coming in today. It's about 1,100. Carlisle had 2,000, maybe pushed it a little bit from what we're hearing. I felt it was very hostile on Wednesday, just having the home fans in. It's going to be an advantage, but as Richie's also said, it's one of those we're just going to have to put up with it. There's nothing that we can do apart from go out there and just play how we can play. So when we're at home, it'll be great to have everyone back in and backing us, but away it seems like we're going to have to put up with it for a bit.
It seems that way, doesn't it? Now, as well as that, obviously we have to be patient to find out what tier we're going to be in. So the Ammies at home clan has got to stay that way temporarily, but you never know. Just stay positive, fans, and hopefully we'll be able to get back in and abide by all these new restrictions that are going to be thrown our way. But we'll do it to support the boys.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. I think a lot of it is about being sensible. Everyone knows how to be sensible. They know what's being asked of them, and we just ask, when it does come to that, please observe it, and we can enjoy having people back in.
Definitely. Now we've got some more people sending in their score predictions. Thank you. We have got 4-1 Salford. That's Jacob. Thank you for that score prediction. And then we've got Michael Krishna says, hello, shout out from Indonesia. I hope it is 2-0, of course, for Salford. So thank you to our Indonesian followers who are watching us today. We really do appreciate it. And then, you know how you said you love optimism? And you just wait for this one. So, Jayton on YouTube, thank you for tuning in. He says 100-0 to the Ammies.
I'm not sure that's physically possible.
I wonder how many goals that would be a minute.
One every 70 seconds, I think.
Okay, well,
I could be wrong.
Could be completely wrong here.
That's my strong point. It's why I do talking.
You never know, that could happen. Oh, we have also got Lennon Standish as well. Oh, so Lennon, he thinks that Richie Towell's going to score, Easton's going to score, and Deshaun Bernard's going to score. He thinks that they're
I wouldn't
the
be surprised to see Dish really get himself up there and try and get amongst it. You know, I think he surprised himself scoring on Wednesday night, to be honest. But I was saying before to the press guys downstairs, you know, he will get forward when he sees the opportunity to. He's good with the ball at his feet. And that goal will give him a lot of confidence, and I think the hope will be he can have a good run in December, and then January we can get a deal that will keep him till at least the end of the season, if not beyond, because he's a player who's got a lot of talent. He can go very far.
He definitely is. He's a cracking player, but as well as that, he's a very down-to-earth lad as well, so he just fits in to Salford quite seamlessly.
Yeah, I think he understands what we're about. You know, it's a culture, a DNA. I think he just understands it. He'd be a great player to bring in. Certainly he's added that competition, he's fought for a place, and he's taken it off Jordan Turnbull. So, you know, someone who won League Two last year, he must have done something right, done something well.
Yeah, definitely. Now let's see what you guys are saying in the comments as well. So there's quite a few more people on YouTube watching this today, so thank you for that. We have also got a Gamers YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in to us today. He says Salford will score 3 and keep a clean sheet. I like those kind of predictions.
I think that'll be the important one, clean sheet.
Yeah.
You know, we've
got a lot
of
confidence, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got the capability to score. You know, even if it's 1-0, clean sheet will be an important one.
Yeah, definitely. We've also got Jayton, who said it was 100-0 to the Ammies. He said he reckons Luke Burgess will score.
He used to play here on loan from Wigan in 2018-19, so former club maybe. He was certainly lively on Wednesday night in the second half.
He was very lively.
Again, it's just how that translates into playing this afternoon, you know, momentum and continuity.
Definitely. We've had some more score predictions as well. Thank you to everyone who is tuning in on Facebook as well. David White says it's going to be Salford 4, Barrow 1. I mean, not clean sheet, but I will definitely take 4-1.
It's 3 points.
Yeah, 3 points is all we need, so keep these score predictions coming in. We really do appreciate it. Now, as well as that, we have some more predictions too. We have got Kevin Mack, who says 2-0 to Salford, another clean sheet as well. Very good. We've got Alan Howard. Thank you for your score prediction right now as well. He says, my prediction is that Salford will win 2-1. So it seems like that is the favourite. So, very much so. Paul Lomas says 6-0 to the Ammies as well. There's a lot of confidence. I like this. We have to keep the positive vibes.
Well, maybe on the 5th day of Christmas there might be 5 goals. I know it's not the actual 12 days of Christmas, but in terms of the Advent countdown, 5 goals behind day number 5.
To be fair, that would be a cracking headline. I mean, we can put Dave Farrar's Christmas Salford chant in there too if we really wanted.
We'll see.
Really could, yeah.
We'll see.
Now, I will have to love you and leave you because you're going to have to commentate soon. Pretty soon, to be fair. So if you want to listen to the full commentary of today's game against Barrow and you want to watch the game as well, you have to purchase your match pass to go to live.salfordcityfc.co.uk. Make sure you check it out. Support the club. You will have replays on there as well. Because you Ammies at home, you can sit there comfortably in your Salford shirt or something. I know it's not the same, but at least you can support the boys there in spirit too. Send in your pictures about if you've got any chance that's going on. Let me know what your thoughts are on the game, and I'll read out your thoughts at half-time as well. At half-time, we will have special guest Ronan from Barrow as well. So we'll have to thank him for joining us. He'll give us a little insight as to what it's been like for Barrow this season so far and what his thoughts on the game are as well. So make sure you get into the live comments, let me know, and support the boys at live.salfordcityfc.co.uk. And I will see you very soon.